You're watching RE&M, RBG TV.
Peace and Black Power, family. What's happening? You already know. It's your brother Dawood Abdullah, RE&M, coming at you live one more time with another little thought on my mind. Peace and love to all, family. You already know. Black love. Yes, it is a cure for the black nation, so let's get it. This message is going to be rather... It's gonna be a tough one. I'm gonna let that be known right now. It's gonna be a rather tough one. Based on this article that's going out, that's circulating right now. Actually, I take that back. It's not regularly circulating as much as it should, but the article nonetheless is out there. I will post the link in the description box, so when you get a chance, hit the description box, check the link, hit the link, read away. Now, yesterday, I want to say early yesterday, I came across an article from Time Magazine. Everybody's heard of the famous global magazine, Time Magazine, and this is where I found this article. And I forgot the title of the article, but nonetheless, this is what it's discussing. The article was discussing this man, Joseph Heaton, I believe his name was. White male from Virginia, right? White father from Virginia. This man, he took it upon himself. He did a little bit of homework, I guess, a little bit of research on his own, and he came across a piece of land in Africa, home on the continent, in between the Sudan and Egypt, Kemet region. This land was supposedly has not been conquered, not been claimed. Nobody's there, basically, nonetheless, right? So, like I said, this man, he did his homework. And he decided he was going to make a power move nonetheless. So him and his family, they constructed a flag. You know what I'm saying? They constructed their own flag that represents their own family. This man went to that land in Africa, planted his flag, claimed it as his own, and now that is his own sovereign territory. That is his own kingdom, so to speak. And his daughter, I believe her name was Emily or something like that, his little daughter is now the princess of this kingdom, the princess of this new country, the princess of this new sovereign land, sovereign territory. Right? So again, the link is in the description box. When you get a chance, go read the article because, again, this is Time Magazine. So as I begin to read this article, I get in depth to it. My mind automatically blown, warped away. Here's why. Black man, black woman, here in the West, here in America, right? Me and you, we have what we call civil war all the time. We always going at each other, right? Can't never get anything done, right? And this is in the regular world, the real world, and in the so-called conscious world that, you know, I always got to talk about every now and then because that's one of the most hypocritical worlds in ever. But anyway, nonetheless, me and you, we go at each other all the time. We have yet to make power moves in this century. Right? We talk all this, the togetherness talk and unifications and XYZ, what we going to do for our people and XYZ. Yet to come up with a plan. Yet to do anything of any type of sustenance for our people, right? Whether here in the West or back on the continent, back home in Africa. Again, this man came up out of nowhere. Nobody's heard of him. Nobody knows who he is. This is just your average white dude in America. He said, I'm about to do a move. Whether he knew it was going to have an effect on black people or not, nonetheless, it does have an effect on our people. So he said, I'm going to do a move. I'm going to claim this land as my own. Nobody's there. Nobody's wanting it. Nobody's fighting over it. It's just there. Yeah, I know that land has an attachment to a certain people and everything, and it's that and third, its historical origins and, you know, the whole history behind the land. Yes, I can understand that. But nonetheless, I want it. Flag down. It's mine. It belongs to me and my family. Like, it's pretty much that easy, family. Like, at the end of the day, me, you, us as a people, we could have been doing things like this. We could have been making power moves like this. Reclaiming, taking ours back, and this, that, and the third. But instead of us taking it back, we beef and fight over things that's not even ours. Case in point, how many times have you heard this around the way, family? Oh, this my hood, this my block, and so on and so on and so on and so on. I run shit over here, and yada, 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 yada. That's one of the biggest lies that we tell ourselves every day, family. No matter where you live, no matter what hood you living in, you don't own a thing in the hood. So what is it that you really, you know what I'm saying, claiming as your own? What can you say that this is your hood? The businesses don't belong to you. The housing market, 9 times out of 10, you're renting. And if you're not renting, that mortgage is not going to get paid off because the loans and the interest rates are so damn high. They make it damn near impossible for the black man and the black woman to fully own something. We don't have schools, so the teachings that we're giving these kids are not our own. We don't have any medical facilities, so the treatment that we're getting is not of our own, nor does it really help. It just copes. You feel what I'm saying, family? We don't own shit in the hood. We don't own a damn thing in the hood, but yet we claim in the hood. Here it is, something that we actually have ties to, genetic blood ties to. We have that connection. We have that bond. Whether we can see it due to the, you know what I'm saying, the lack of information that we grew up with, or the information that you choose not to or to get. You feel what I'm saying? We have these connections. We have these legitimate connections, but yet we don't act upon it. Yet we don't make any power moves to solidify that and certify that position. So what happens? It sits up for grabs. It just sits and just sits and sits. It's like a book that you don't read that just sits on the desk on a bookshelf. It sits and collects dust. Eventually, somebody's gonna come and pick that book up, and they're gonna want to read. Well, that's what's happening with Africa. This is what's happening. You feel what I'm saying? Folks are saying, obviously, the folks that have claim to the land, they don't want it. Especially the ones that really need it, which is us black folks here in the West, here in America. We have failed to recognize and acknowledge the greatness of Africa. We have failed to realize and recognize the greatness of ourselves and our connection to that greatness in Africa. Therefore, we choose not to do anything about it. We choose not to make any type of noise about situations that go on. Because again, what affects us here has an effect there. What affects us there has an effect here. So folks say, hell, if they don't want it, I'll take it. Flag planet. And this is what happens, family. Again, me and you, we argue, we talk shit all the time. This is my hood. This is my hood. Yada, 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 yada. And it started, because I'm not going to sit here in front like, you know what I'm saying, like I've never said it, because I've said it all the time. I said it all the time growing up. But it makes me realize, when I see things like this article, it makes me realize, what exactly are we claiming? Because if we're not claiming something that really represents and identifies us, then we must be representing for something else, for somebody else. Which is foolish, family. That's foolish, man. We got to start waking up and realizing and recognizing who we are, what we come from, the potential we can, you know what I'm saying, we can get to once we get our acts together, once we get on some act right. Unless we're going to be sitting around playing the claim game. And we'll always end up losing, family. And right now, again, I keep saying, I hate to say it, but we're losing right now. All we got to do is open our eyes, man, and realize what's going on out here. Open up your ears and listen to the reality of the day that's going on out here. Pay attention. Detail must be paid attention to. Serious, period, point blank. So again, getting back to this article, like I said, go in the description box, read it for yourself, be amazed as much as I was. Brother came out of nowhere, this white man came out of nowhere and said, I'm taking this. And he took it. And really and truly, I'm pretty sure he didn't even take it by force. I guarantee you he didn't even take it by force. Because that's how much we're at each other now. We at each other by force. Which pretty much just leaves room, open opportunities for somebody else to just walk on in and just take the goods and take the benefits and creep right on out. Meanwhile, we still fighting. We gotta stop that, yo. We gotta stop that. So, like I said, when you get a chance, read the article, drop some feedback. Let's have a conversation. Let's build on this, because this is, again, another conversation that needs to be discussed, family. This is why I said we always got to come up with a battle plan. We need to stop bullshitting and come up with a plan, y'all. Come up with some ideas, some solutions. Justifiable solutions. Reasonable solutions. Meanwhile, if not, you already know, y'all, we'll be right here playing. While they planting flags, you playing games. It's your brother Dawood Abdullah, R.A.N.M. coming at you live one more time with another thought on my mind, family. Peace and love to all black lovers, care for the black nation. So let's get it. Let's stop bullshitting, man. Let's stop playing games, man. We got a flag. It's not RBG. We got a flag. Let's stop bullshitting and start planting it. Spread the knowledge. Spread the seed, family. Black power.